In our present culture, even words can divide us. One such word is liberty. Few would disagree that liberty is a good thing, but often our concepts of liberty are far apart. To modern man, liberty is freedom from moral law such as the Bible gives us. Modern man looks at Christianity and says, those moral rules are a restraint on my life. They're a restraint on my liberty. Christianity's liberty is really repression and control. The difference is in the matter of authority. Authority is the issue which separates all forms of humanism from biblical faith. Humanism in all its forms follows the prescription of Satan that man is a God who knows or determines for himself good and evil. Humanism sees freedom as from the authority of God. Humanism's freedom, therefore, is unlimited because man's authority is complete. Liberty is therefore man's license to do as he pleases. In biblical faith, however, freedom is limited because only God is totally free. And even God is limited by his attributes. If God is truth, he cannot lie. If God is holy, he cannot be impure. Man's context is his creaturehood. Man is a creature, and he can never be God. Man's creaturehood is a limitation on man. Moreover, man is created into God's moral order, not one of his own choosing. Man's only true liberty is in the context of this reality. Now and then we see news footage of a beached whale. These creatures sometimes swim onto the beach of their own accord, but will die if not placed back in the water. The whale is not more free by beaching itself on land. Its actions are self-destructive. We do not have absolute liberty any more than a whale has liberty if it beaches itself. We are always constrained. We're constrained by our responsibilities, by our finances, by the demands of our work, and the like. We are also constrained by the moral order of God's world. Our greatest limitation is that we are not, in fact, gods, as Satan suggested to Eve. As creatures, all our liberties are limited. All our liberties are limited by moral considerations. This is true in the civil realm as well. Freedom of speech has never allowed us to shout fire in a crowded place. Freedom of religion does not allow for human sacrifice. The right to keep and bear arms is not a blanket authorization to use arms against others. All liberty is limited by moral constraints. To the Christian, limitations on liberty give us freedom within the moral bounds allowed by God. To the humanist, total freedom is itself the highest moral ideal. But anarchy has always represented a rationale for the state to exert its law ostensibly to protect us from our own tendencies towards anarchy. This is why the tyrants of every era have always encouraged moral vice. It makes man think that he is free, and it gives us the social conditions they need to pass more laws to control us. If we do not have God's law over us, which Scripture calls holy, just, and good, then we will only have more of man's law over us. And the end of man's laws are always more laws and statist tyranny.